This is Lee Sterling of ParamountSports.com, and today I'm going to discuss two types of wagers that are commonly done but very misunderstood, or people don't understand the scope of the wager and the payout. So here we go. They are the parlay and the teaser. First, we're going to discuss a parlay. What it is let's say you want to do a 2-team parlay, a 3-team parlay, or 4-team parlay. You have to have all those teams win in order for you to cash the bet. So for instance, you do a 2-team parlay and you only hit one of the two, or a 3-team parlay and you only hit 2 of the 3, you're not getting paid. You lose the wager. So commonly done, but remember, it's harder to win. For instance, discussing a 2-team wager, that's 2 games winning to get paid. The odds on winning it are only 4-1. You only get paid 13-5. So generally much better to play a straight wager or a total on the spread or the total, because it's just 110 to win 100. But there are some times, and very few times, where it pays to do a parlay. For instance, let's talk about a correlated parlay. Let's say you have 2 teams that are defensive teams. College football last couple years, Kansas State, defensive team, and Cal, good defense. Offenses have trouble scoring, throwing the football. So let's say you like one of those 2 teams. Let's say you want to back Kansas State, and you think that the game is going to be a low-scoring game. Well, the chances of it being a high-score game, not very good. And so what you would do is you would take Kansas State. Let's say they are in this game a pick 'em, and the total is 47 points. You would place both Kansas State and the under. It's a correlated parlay because both teams are low-scoring teams, and you think you might have an edge. You might see a 17-10, 17-13 score, greater chance of winning. That's a correlated parlay. Also, sometimes you see it where a team that's overmatched and you want to play, let's say Oregon State is playing Alabama. Alabama is favored by 45 points. The total on the game is 51. Well, all Oregon State has to do is score 1 touchdown if Alabama is going to score more than 45 points for you to get over the total. So you can play, let's say, Oregon State plus the 45 points and over the 51 and a half total points. So those are some ways in which I use a parlay. I don't use them very often because, like I said, what you get paid, for instance, on a 2-team parlay, 13-5, you really should get paid more closely to a 4-1, where the actual type of wager should pay. So there's 3-team parlays, there's 4-team parlays. Anything more than a 4-team parlay, probably don't ever want to play. It's such a long shot. Now, moving to teasers. Teasers I use in the NFL, almost never in college football because points are so cheap. You see scores of 57-56, 48-40. So, getting an extra 6 points in college football isn't as important. Now, what happens in the NFL, because totals are lower, you can play and you can move and manipulate some lines. Let's say there's some games you think are tough, but let's say you like the underdog, but they're getting 2 points. You think it's going to be close, but you can move it 6 points up to 8 points. Or let's say a favorite. Let's say they're favored by 7. You think they're going to win the game, but you don't want to have a backdoor cover. You can move the line down from 7 down to 1 point. Teasers in football, 6 points. 2-team teasers, you have to win both games, but you get to move the line 6 points. It's even money at 6 points. Basketball, it's 4 points. And don't be suckered into hearing people tell you, in football, we're going to do a 7-point teaser. Well, it's minus 120. Or in college basketball, if you, let's say, take a 2-team 4-point teaser and you move it from 4 points to 6 points, the Vigarage is minus 150. Some services do that. so they can get a higher win percentage. They can say, oh, we won all 3 games. Yeah, well, all 3 games were minus 150. So those are the simple ways to describe parlays and teasers in the few times that I use them. I do, like I said, normally go more with straight bets and totals on the spread or the total. But if you want to go with a parlay or teasers, those are the ways that I use them and the way that they work. You want to go with a winner. We've won now 27 seasons in football. Give us a call, 800-400-9741, or check us out online, ParamountSports.com.